I was going to quit. I didn't think that I belonged. It became necessary for me to finish. If I didn't, I felt like I would be closing the door on other Black and brown girls that weren't interested in physics. Hi, my name is Dr. Jessica Esquivel. I am a particle physicist working at Fermilab, which is a national laboratory here in Chicago. I grew up in a Mexican household. I am Black and Mexican. We used to watch a lot of sci-fi movies. There was one movie in particular called Contact with Jodie Foster. That was the first time that I saw a female scientist on screen. When I was 11, we went to NASA. They had this massive spaceship in a massive pool with engineers, training astronauts. Up until then, I thought I was going to be a librarian. Then I hit physics, and that was it. I struggled a lot. Everybody goes into graduate school for physics knowing that the material is going to be rigorous, but I didn't realize being the only was going to be just as hard. I had to spend so much time wondering if X happened because I was a woman, or because I was a lesbian, or because I'm Black, or because I spoke Spanish and somebody heard it. The head of my fellowship brought me in. She had let me know that, there's only about 66 Black women with a Ph.D. in physics. And that blew my mind. It was so heavy. Knowing that there was so few of us, it became necessary for me to finish. My mom and dad divorced when I was 6 or 7, but it was, I think, because of him that I kept going. He had multiple sclerosis. I watched him go from being able to walk to, being in a motorized wheelchair. Talking to him, you wouldn't know. He was always so happy. I saw what my dad was going through, and if he could do what he was doing, I could do what I was doing. I am a particle physicist, and what that means is that I study the building blocks of the universe. We call them subatomic particles, and subatomic means smaller than an atom. You know of an electron, but then you also have even weirder things like neutrinos. Neutrinos are phenomenal, and they may be the reason why we exist. There are neutrinos that are hanging around from the beginning of time, that if we can just catch them for a couple of seconds and study them, it could potentially open up a whole amazing Pandora's box. Why we're here, how the universe was created. I mean, all of these existential questions, right? For me, physics not only is the really awesome, weird, cool, research that I do, but it's also changing the landscape of what the physics culture looks like and who a physicist is. I don't do science in a bubble. It's because of who I am. It's because of the identities that make up me. We need to be looking at, the culture of physics. We believe in this lone genius trope, but that's honestly not true. Anybody can be a physicist.